What's up, everyone? Welcome to the channel. So today I wanted to do a video about something that a couple YouTubers already have done. It's been coming up, and I didn't want to really talk about it too much because for those that do remember, and you remember this prankster getting shot at the mall a couple weeks ago. So again, this is not the story that I'm going to talk about, but again, this proves the whole point of you don't ever know what the other person is going through when you are doing these pranks. And these pranks necessarily, there's a fine line between a prank and harassing someone. And a lot of these pranksters are just plain harassing people. Just, it's not really any secret about it. That's what they are doing, and trying to harass somebody and see what reaction the person that is being harassed is gonna do while they're getting harassed. So this brings me up to my other point. As much as I wanted to do a video on this prankster, because I've done it, I've said it before, it's like one of those things that people will get views on these social media platforms if they basically have no morals and they don't care about the next person. They only care about themselves. This is a prime example of basically the cheapest way of you going viral, right? So even though this person is very worthy to basically talk about how shitty of a person that person is, I was holding back because, again, this is not necessarily the type of stuff that I talk about in the channel. Again, now this seems to be like a little bit of a I don't even know. It's like it's starting to grow. Now you're starting to see more of these pranksters. So let's get into another prankster that is not even in this country, but this guy seems to be even way worse than the prankster that happened. And I'm like, this is the reason why I'm making the video, because this guy seems to be way worse. And how can you be worse than this guy that I've seen many of the clips. I mean, I've seen the clips. This guy is a pretty shitty guy. Like, he goes around harassing people, but this other person takes it a step a little further. Let's just say that. All I did was do a little Google search. Again, a lot of YouTubers like Leon Lush, Atozy, there's a couple other YouTubers that have really done good stories about this guy. I mean, this guy now has been in Piers Morgan, because again, he's not from here, he's from UK. So once I clicked on one story about this gentleman, you see a bunch of other stories, and you see people that I'm really not really familiar with too much. And he's also not from this country, so you're gonna see stuff that he did over there. So there is a video that he's being interviewed, and yeah, like, this is let me see again. I haven't clicked on this. I just did this search right now, so let's see what Daily Mail, which I'm this one looks like it doesn't show much. I don't know. TikTok Prankster has appeared to post a video on new social media account set up just hours after he was slapped with the wrist for staging a series of pranks. One thing I'm going to tell you, I just found out today, this is why one of the reasons why I'm doing the video. This is actually one of the main reasons. He apparently, all his social media accounts were basically taken out. They were all canceled, deleted. So it's one of those things that, yeah, you got your 15 minutes of fame, but at what cost? It's not, you know, this guy really thinks he's like, he calls the people that are following his fans. So it's pretty sad, because these people, honestly, I think one of the best videos that I've seen was Leon Lush, and he basically said these are not his fans. These are people that are waiting to see something bad happen to him while he's doing these acts. But the whole thing in Piers Morgan, when they do that interview with Piers Morgan, like, this is one of the pictures of Piers Morgan. This is his friend in the background as we're going through the video. His friend over here, which, I mean, his friend, I guess, is even, I don't want to say he's worse, but he's just like another idiot, because what the hell is deletes? Another idiot, because basically he is just supporting or egging his friend on to do stuff, but he doesn't have the courage to do the dumb shit. but he is definitely happy that he's able to get views and all this shit. You know, they're all stuck on this dopamine of these views and attention they're getting. So there's actually one line that he mentions to Piers Morgan. He's calling himself, "I'm my own man." Like, Piers Morgan is talking to him about, you know, what does your mother say? And the mother apparently disagrees with what he's doing. But he's like, "I'm my own man. I do what I," you know what? If you want, he's 18 now. I don't know how long he's been 18, but he's 18. He's a grown man. So, yeah, your decisions. You are correct. If you had a mom that was telling you to do the right things and you decided that you're your own man and you can do shitty shit and, you know, it's okay, well, yeah, you are going to get consequences for it. The whole thing is like, people, hey, you're free to do what you want to do, but consequences are consequences. I'm not saying that consequences are always, let's say they always fit the bill of what you're doing, but in these situations, I salivate over seeing some consequences actually go. And again, I don't wish nobody nothing bad. I just wish these consequences would be to the point that you would understand that what you're doing is not right. That's all. I think I'm very fair with the whole thing. I don't wish nobody bad, but I do wish for you to get the whole point of, yeah, this is not right. You know, and it's not like I'm being like, it's just the whole thing of, it's not right because you are making other people's lives not so good so your life can be good or you can get views. Not, you know what I'm saying? The whole thing is that you're doing this whole thing. Let's look at a little bit of the conversation he had with Piers Morgan in UK, because that's where they at. Let's see.
But first, many young people see social media stardom as a fast track to fame and fortune. Oh, that's right, you appeared in the background, didn't you? When we were digging into it,
mate.
Okay, well, I'm not your mate. What I am is an interviewer I'm curious about what has been motivating you to terrorise the people around where you live. Why do it?
I wouldn't really call it terrorising, I would just call it more having fun. But let's get this out of the way first.
He said he's having fun. Not terrorizing. Again, terrorizing, of course, that is a very strong word, right? But technically, if you see some of the pranks, he is terrorizing. I would say harassing people. He's saying he's having fun, but I would say having fun on the expense of others, which again, that ends up being terrorizing or just making other people's lives miserable. But I mean, that's just the way I see it.
I apologize. You see this situation that blew up on the internet, the walking into random houses? The next day, I apologized to the woman because I felt bad, innit? Like, deeper than social media. Like, it went deeper than social media. That's why I didn't record it. She recorded me apologizing to her. I told her sorry, and she explained that she was terrified.
So, he walked into somebody's house. They're gonna show the clip, hopefully, I don't know. But most likely you guys already seen it. He walked into somebody's house, and he blames it as like, this is just a trend that's going on. Or I don't even know if it's a trend. Maybe he doesn't blame this one as a trend, but he just thought it was cool to do whatever. Just walk in and start, you know, he didn't touch the people. He didn't do anything, but he was just acting like, you know, like an idiot. You go to somebody's house. If you walk into my house, we have a problem. I am not going to be very, I'm going to be very territorial because I don't assume somebody is going to walk in my house just to be friends. I'm going to assume the worst. That's just me. This young gentleman walked into somebody's house in UK and they were, of course, a little afraid, whatever. And of course, it was not only him, it was him and somebody else recording him, because you always got to think like, it always looks like it's only him, but there's always somebody else holding the camera when he's doing these pranks. So it's him and somebody else in somebody's house, and he's walking around and he's acting like, he's acting like he knows, he's just acting like an idiot. Yeah, he's apologizing because this is the story that made him look really bad. Even though when you really look at his account, there's a bunch of other stuff that is even worse. A lot of people say that if he was in the United States, he would have been dead by now. That's not me saying it, and you know what? But I could kind of agree if he did that. Like I said, if he walked into my house, it wouldn't be so nice. But he's also doing a lot of cherry picking where he does these things. he's cherry picking. If you see a lot of the videos, he's cherry picking that he knows he can most likely get away with what he's doing. He's doing it to older people. He's doing it to older ladies. He's just doing it to people that he knows he can get away, but he knows that they're gonna be afraid and he's gonna get a reaction out of these people. Yeah, he's a pretty shitty person. He's 18, he's young. I don't know what happened in his life growing up. Like, nobody showed him right from wrong, but I don't know. Let's continue this and listen to this conversation.
Terrified because like children were in the house, and I understood.
What were you doing in the house?
What was I doing in the house? I don't know. It was a stupid video. Like, I got peer pressured to say it. I don't want to say it like in that way, but.
Or somebody else's fault.
I'm not blaming it on no one else.
I mean, you break into a house with a woman and a husband and two young kids. I went into the house on my own accord. No, I'm just saying. Okay, you went through their door, right? But it's not your house. You're not supposed to be in there.
Oh no shit.
You are causing a lot of alarm to that poor woman and to her children who are in the house. You then terrorize this poor elderly woman and take her dog away and traumatize her.
So the story about that. Hang on. Let me speak. Yeah, because no. Let me speak. Let me speak. No.
I'm going to tell you.
Let me talk about that situation.
No, for the viewers who wait a minute.
Wait a minute.
For the viewers who don't know what you've done.
Hold up.
He is stealing a dog from an old lady. I don't want to say old, but yeah, older lady. He's recording it. Like, I mean, again, he's not going to steal a dog off of some young dude, right? He's going to steal it off an old lady because he knows he can get away with it. And again, one of the reasons that I don't like to do videos on this, because I don't like to give these people any more attention that they are getting. I'm a small YouTuber. It really doesn't matter my attention to, really, but it's still bad attention. But I'm kind of a little, I don't know. I'm doing the video because all his social media stuff has been shut down. So that kind of made me say, like, well, at least if anybody, I'm telling you, if one person goes and is interested in finding out and wants to subscribe to this garbage or whatever, there's nowhere really to subscribe. And hopefully it continues that he's basically not allowed in any of these social media platforms. And the sad part is that he's 18. As somebody that is his own man now he can't use this means of social media to be monetized. So that's one of the reasons I said, let me do this damn video, because what is the worst that can happen? But you never know.
Hold up.
I'm going to tell them.
Hold up.
No, you hold on.
Right now.
No, you can hold on.
Right now.
I'm explaining. I'm explaining.
They know what's been happening.
Don't just keep talking like an idiot. Right? Don't. Let me finish what the viewers.
This interview, I've seen it already. This pretty much goes on for like the next, I don't even know, 8 minutes, just like that. This gentleman is 18 years old. Everybody always says that people in the UK sound a little bit more intelligent. This guy, he sounds like an idiot. He's 18, he's an adult. He sounds like a fucking 13-year-old kid. But that's just my opinion. He sounds like a little kid. But again, that's just my opinion. Well, this video took a little longer than I wanted to, but that's just kind of what it is. But this topic was picking at me. He's like the third prankster now. But this prankster, the main reason I made the video was because all his social media stuff got basically deleted. So I didn't feel like, even if I give him attention, it's not going to grow his social media following. And again, I'm a small YouTuber, so what would it be? 1 or 2 people anyway? But even 1 or 2 people would be too much for me. Like, I would not want people like this to have any, like, I don't want to do any good for them, in a sense. They don't need to be rewarded for doing this type of nonsense or garbage material. Again, leave your comments below. Subscribe if you haven't. If you made it this long, subscribe. It's been a while since I've done a video. I know there's a lot of stuff going on in the background that I really just haven't had a lot of time. I'm trying to get myself a little organized. It's some stuff that I'm working on, but peace later.